see you, hater. My motivator. Y'all make me greater. Yeah.
Can anybody guess what our task for today is? Yep, it's working on the decals. We don't have the original ones or the ones you buy off eBay. We got some pinstripes we're gonna do our own because we wanted a custom color. So let me take you on the inside and show you what we got. It's been about 4 days since I painted the car, so it's good and hard. Let me take you up here. Well, first let me open up my package here. Okay, what we got here, these here we got made. They look red through the transfer tape, but they actually orange. These go on the doors, this go on the trunk, this also go on the trunk, this go on the front clip, right here. Then we got the pinstripes here. Well, you can't see them through the plastic. Let me take this plastic off. Here's the colors. We got yellow, orange, and dark red. And here's the sizes. The yellow actually called sunflower, but it's 1/4 inch. The orange is 1/2 inch, and the dark red is 3/4. We're not just going to install them, we're going to clear on top of them. And the reason why I went with these colors here, because the candy actually got those tones in the flop. If you look at it at certain angles. But before we install them, we got to prep the surface. Everywhere we got to put the pinstripe and the decal, we're going to sand it down. It's like below this body line here, all the way around. Then the decal goes right here on the door. And back here, the Chevy sign goes back here. The SS signs go right there. And I showed you where the other Chevrolet sign went on the front clip. So we got to start sanding. What we're gonna sand with 400 grit. I got some soap and water, and we'll probably use this. Probably use both blocks. We got a rigid and a flex block. I think I got some 400 already in here. Yeah, but it's kind of wild, but I'm still use. Get all the life out of it. So let's get started. I'm actually going to use this flex block. And I'm just going to sand the clear down. You want a smooth surface to work with because you don't want no, which I got grit because of that flake. And you don't want that flake sticking up because it'll be sticking up through the decal. It's pretty simple. I'll also be float coating the car once I put these decals on. But that's going to be in another video. But I'm going to spray some clear on top of these and sand it down. Try to get it smooth before I float coat it. you'll pretty much know when it's smooth because you won't see no orange peel once it dry. We'll let it dry and check it out. Okay, since it's dry, we can see what we got. See, this got to come down some more. It's still orange peel. Also here, I'm not sure if you're seeing it, if I can see it at that angle. It's got to come down some more. All that got to come down. Because if you don't get it flat, you're going to see that in the decal. So we want it flat as we can get it. Which I done started up here, below that body line. Don't take much. I did all this in about 5 minutes probably. As you can see, I got that area there sanded, but I still got to sand up probably up the hill, because when I spray decals with clear, my fan pattern gonna be somewhere along here. So I want to go ahead and scuff that up, so if the overspray do get on this here, it'll bond. Plus someone saying those spots I gotta put the decals too, so it'll probably be up the hill, right here on this door. See, I got this lower side here done. Also sanded some of this below this body line, because my fan pattern is gonna spray some overspray down there as well. Now I just gotta finish the other side and this back. Then I'll be ready to start laying my pinstripes. Just finished up with the sanding. I also took my blow hose and blowed it off in case there's some lint on it. Now I take some wax and grease remover and wipe the area that I'm gonna do first. And the area I'm gonna do first is gonna be my wheel well. I'm gonna put the yellow on my wheel well here, but I'm not gonna cut it off exactly where it needs to be. I'm gonna have some overhang just in case I gotta move it. So let me wipe it down with wax and grease remover. Here's the wax and grease remover. It's the prep all. I'm gonna wipe it on and wipe it off. You just want to do a little at a time. It'll make the turn. Just gotta take your time. It's sitting right in the middle of that body line. You just gotta make sure the surface clean up under it. If you kind of get off, you can pull it up and reposition it. Let me take it down and show you what I got. Alright, this is what I was talking about for us leaving enough so I be able to trim off what I don't need, because I'm not sure exactly where it's going to come. It's going to be somewhere along here, but I'm not sure. But it's pretty simple. Just got to take your time. See, it's in the middle of that body line. Same way on this side. I'm just going to leave enough. So let me finish up the rest of the fender wells, then we'll move on. All 4 fender wells done. Now I move back to the rear clip. I'll start doing this here. I'm going to start with the yellow. I just got this piece just to try to map it up. But it's going to sit right on top of that lip there. And then the orange going on the bottom, then the dark red. I almost got the Monte Carlo ID. It's getting its identification card now. Pinstripes done. Now it's time to put the decals on. Chevy saying SS. SS. Chevrolet going here. I'm not gonna even, well, I'm gonna do the hinge method for installing these decals. I'm gonna put a piece of tape at the top. And this one here, I might just add. Yeah, I'm just gonna add this in here. I think somewhere right there should be fine. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Now I gotta remove the transfer tape. On this one here, I'm not gonna do no measurements, but I got a piece of tape at the top. It's the hinge method. I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna line the back of this S up with the mirror where the bolt go. Then I'm gonna press the tape down and step back, see if it's lined up. It look lined up to me. Then I'm just gonna remove the backing paper from the transfer tape. I'm gonna start in the middle, work my way to the end. You could use a plastic, like putty knife or something, or a credit card, and smooth it out. Let me see if I can find one right quick. Something like this. Then just remove the transfer tape. We'll move on to the other ones. I think we're gonna call it a night. Catch back up in the morning. You can get pretty much any color pinstripe and decal. In the morning we'll, I guess, clear them. We're not gonna clear all of it. We're just gonna clear just the decals and the pinstripes. And then we're gonna flow coat it once we sand that down. Flow coat the whole car.
Early the next morning.
What we got going on this morning, we got some warm water and a rag and some sandpaper. And the grit is 600. We're going to use that to scuff up our pinstripes and decals. With something this small, don't really have to be scuffed up and shot clear over. But being a painter, I like to sand everything I'm shooting over. Because on most objects, if it ain't sanded, if it's still shining like this and you try to shoot some clear over, it's going to flake off in the long run. So that's what we're going to be doing with that 600 grit. I'm just going to fold it, then probably tear it in half and start sanding. I'm just lightly going over it. Something like that'd be good. And I'm going to do the same with the pinstripe. If it turn a little dull, don't worry about that, because once you shoot that clear, it's going to brighten it back up. Once you finish sanding everything, just get you a rag and just clean it up. If you get an area like this here, around curves, if the vinyl don't want to lay down, see where it got them wrinkles at? You can get you a heat gun and heat it up. It'll lay it on down. There you have it. Like I'm ready for some clear now. Before I shoot the clear, I'm going to wipe it back down with wax and grease remover, just so I can remove all my fingerprints or whatever that might be on there. Then I'll go ahead and shoot the clear. test the results after the clear. Put about 5 coats on it so I can sand it down and get it flat so it'll look like it's buried up under the clear. Because I still got to flow coat it. That's why I put this plastic on here so that overspray won't land on a flat surface. Be more work I got to worry about. I don't know if the color picking up through the camera the right color. I got some runs up here. I was trying to put too many passes on this Chevrolet at one time. But I could cut all that out when I flow coat it. Just stay tuned. Flow coat gonna be next.
Public service announcement. Shout out to all the haters, man. BT. Haters, y'all even got Southside. Ben Frank, you a fool. I gotta get this paper. I gotta get this cash. I got me some haters. I'm finna make a man. I gotta get this paper. I gotta get this cash. Dynamite kid, man. I'm finna make a man. Smoking, I've been drinking, I've been thinking about these haters. They only hating on me cause I got myself some paper. So I trap to the max, on a lot about a grand. Got my Chevrolet on flat, now my hater won't give me.